Hi guys, we're going to have a very nice soundtrack of heavy rain and possibly thunder. I hope it doesn't get too loud in here. But this week I wanted to talk to you about what happened last weekend. Last weekend, in case you missed it, author Anthony McGowan decided in his infinite wisdom to go on Twitter and declare how pointless he thought book bloggers were and how ridiculous the publishing industry's attitudes towards us were. Which caused outrage, as I'm sure you can imagine. He then tried to backtrack and say that he didn't hate book bloggers, he just didn't think they would be particularly useful people, which didn't really help anything. I personally turned into a monumental rage bucket and blogged about it at length. I know a lot of other people did too. So I have included links down below for anyone who hasn't seen the tweets. There's a link to the tweets and also a lot of the responses to the tweets. But I want to talk about it now because I think it's important to address it. So, first part, book bloggers are pointless. I disagree. I think book bloggers are incredibly important, and not just because I am one. I think they're a sign of the changes in reading habits, of the rise of social media, of an age-old love of books being dragged forward into the 21st century in new and innovative ways, and of the publishing industry growing with the times and utilising all of the tools at their disposal, which is fantastic, because really, that's just getting their books out to more people who love them. Book reviews used to be limited to magazines, newspapers, formal reviews in printed publications. That didn't necessarily mean that they would be reaching the people that they were intended for. It didn't mean they were being reviewed by the people they were intended for. I know I didn't pay any attention to book reviews when I was growing up. I paid attention to recommendations from family, from friends, from booksellers, from librarians. And really that's all book blogging is. It's just word of mouth on a much wider scale utilising social media. That's what made me start book blogging in the first place. In 2010, I started book blogging not because I thought I'd have an impact on sales or because I wanted to sell books, but because I wanted to talk about books to other like-minded people. And it was fantastic because I found other like-minded people in the book blogging community. I found other book bloggers, and there is someone out there for every type of book, which is amazing. This community is huge and it does so much. I now have a set number of book reviewers that I trust their reviews implicitly. If they tell me to go and buy a book and why, I will go and buy it. I won't even need to look at who it's by or the blurb or any other reviews. I'll just go and buy it immediately. More than half of the books on my bookcases are bought because of book bloggers, because they've told me an author is fantastic or a particular title is fantastic. And so I know that they are having an impact on what I'm buying. I know that I am buying books predominantly because of book bloggers now, and I know because of what other people have said to me that my reviews are impacting them as well. My reviews are causing other people to go out and buy books, which is fantastic. So no, I don't have any written statistics or numbers about how many books I've bought or how many books other people have bought, but I know, because I'm witnessing it, that book bloggers are having an impact on sales. A lot of these are books I wouldn't have picked up otherwise. I wouldn't have found them, and I think that is fantastic. The second part, publishers. Publishers treating us like demigods and how that is ridiculous. First of all, publishers are clever. They wouldn't be where they are today if they weren't clever. And they would not waste the time and the money and the effort to send us books, to tell us about the books. The amount of money that they spend on sending us out free copies of books on the chance that we will review them and say that we love them. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't waste their time if it didn't make an impact. So, those people who don't pay attention to the internet, who dismiss Twitter as a place for people who are useless and don't have any brain cells, they probably don't actually see the impact that book bloggers have. But I know because I have witnessed it. Book bloggers have a huge impact on book sales. Debut authors that otherwise wouldn't be noticed. They're getting second books published because we are supporting their books, because we are saying how fantastic their books are. Go and buy them. The amount of support that book bloggers can chuck behind a new author or an established author, any book that they love, is phenomenal. And I know that that has an impact on sales. So no physical numbers for my blog personally, other people's blogs, but I do know that if book bloggers weren't doing what they do for free because we love it, then there would be a difference in sales. There would be authors who weren't going to be noticed. There would be books that would have their publication dates come and go and no one would notice. So me personally, I'm incredibly glad that book bloggers are out there and that I'm discovering these incredible titles because of them.